speak. A warm welcome to today's L Lynch Trophy quarter-final game here at Loughborough University. We will have Loughborough Riders taking on Bradford Dragons. My name's Russell Levingston and I'm joined with Will Maynard.
Yep, really excited about this one today, Russ. Should be a really good matchup between two teams that are hoping to go through in this competition.
Yeah, we've already seen two teams already go through to the semi-finals. So winners of today's will be the third team through to the semi-finals. And there's still one more game to play as Nottingham Hoods and Thames Valley Cavaliers are the last quarter-finals. The draw will be later in the week on Rebound, if you want to catch that, for the semi-final draw. So back to tonight's game. We got about 30 seconds to go till tip-off. First of all, let's talk a little bit about Loughborough Riders. They're without, obviously, some of their cup-tied players today who would normally play on their Division 1 team who played earlier in the competition for Charnwood College Riders. So they'll probably have a little bit of a different look to their normal Division 1 team. So let's talk a little bit. Who do we need to watch out on this Loughborough team for today's game?
Well, I think the obvious one is Carl Jimenez, who's had a great start to the season, especially in the regular season. I think he's close to averaging a triple-double. I think around four or five games he's had triple-doubles in, so he'll really keep the team going. And obviously, without a couple of the Charnwood guys, especially in that position with Greg Wild and Carnu Good to play in that point guard spot, there's no real other board handlers on this Loughborough team. So I expect to see Kyle out there for a full 40 minutes today. And then again, Jonas Dietrich averaging almost 22 points in the league. He's been really hot as of late. And then Harrison Gamble again playing the five-man with this lineup today with no David Aputo, it looks like, either. I think he rolled his ankle earlier on in the week, so that's a big loss, especially going up against Bradford, who play a lot through their two bigs, Ricky Fetsky and Sulks inside. Yeah.
Conroy went down obviously pretty hard last week and looks like he's been out for a few weeks. And then let's quickly talk about the Bradford team before we start. Who are we looking out for on the Bradford team?
Yeah, I think Ricky Fetsky's their main guy. He's coming off a really strong performance yesterday with 25 points and 16 rebounds. He's been around the league for a few years now and really experienced player. And then also Richard Sulks is their starting four-man as well. So up front they're really, really strong. And again with a bit of lack of depth in the big position for the Loughborough, they should look to really get going inside early.
Okay, it's game time. Albert Margai starts the ball for Bradford Dragons. And Bradford look to get into the offense, and Margai has the ball again. Nice move, baseline shot, rebounded by Ricky Fetsky. And they reset. Margai off his foot. It's going to be a Loughborough ball. Loughborough got to stop that second chance points as well. Obviously early, that's going to be an important thing, especially with the lack of height in the game for today.
Yeah, and especially without their main big guy out, Loughborough's main big guy out today, CJ Hayden. They're going to really look to exploit the offensive glass here. I think it's a team effort for Loughborough. They have to get everyone in.
Jimenez turnover. Bradford are out for a nice quick two. They start the scoring. Lang for the Dragons. 2-0. 1 minute played in this first quarter. Nice move for two. Rebounded by Sulus. Dragons for the ball. And it's a turn. Nope, it's going to be a foot violation. It's going to be a sideline Dragons ball.
You can see Bradford trying to get it inside early. Ricky Fetsky's doing a real good job, and Harrison trying to seal him nice and deep, trying to get early looks inside.
That's going to be the matchup of the game, I think. Gamble and Fets. Dragons with the ball. Dragons inside. Blocked. Nice. Gamble comes up with the defensive. He stays strong. Outlets to Jonas Dietrich. To Johnson. Jimenez. Foul is called.
I think that's where Loughborough have the advantage in this game. Obviously, Bradford Dragons are a little bit older and probably have a little bit more experience, whereas Loughborough are way younger, especially this year. They've got a lot of youth on the team, so I think they can get out and run on this team, on this Bradford Dragons team.
Especially Bradford also played yesterday, didn't they, against Oaklands. So and Loughborough had that that rest day. Sometimes that helps teams, sometimes it doesn't. An offensive foul is called. They're saying Harrison Gamble moved his shoulder into the play. It's his first personal foul.
And Albert Marguy's an excellent defender as well. You can see that he forces players to move on their screens, the way he gets up on the point guard. He's a very experienced player. Obviously, he's played in the BBL. He's been in this league for a few years now. He knows how to get into people's shorts a little bit.
Dragons with the ball. Go inside. Looking down low. Nice move. Marguy decides not to shoot. Penetrates. Back out. Good defense from Loughborough. And a nice 2 there from Sullis. Loughborough got to look after this ball. A couple of sloppy turnovers there early already.
Yeah, I know, speaking with Mark Jarram, the head coach, he's been emphasising that with his group the whole year. Oh, 8-second call there.
8-second violation. It's going to be a Loughborough Riders ball at the half court.
And you can see Albert again right now looking up. He's in Kyle's in his pocket the whole game here, because obviously they must know that the lack of point guard position here, they're trying to get into Kyle a little bit.
Dertrick. To Jimenez. Jimenez to the basket. He's
Nice
blocked.
block.
Marguy out in transition. Nice stand. Gamble comes up with it to Jimenez. Jimenez outlet to Johnson in the
Nice
corner.
find.
Rebounded by the Dragons. Marguy to bring it up for Bradford. Foul is called on Loughborough Riders Liam Johnson. It's his first personal foul. Dragons are going to put the ball on the side. Fetz to Maguy. Good stand by Dwayne Regis. He's out of bounds, so the referee calls it. It's going to be a Loughborough end-line ball. Sullis just steps out of bounds. Bradford pressuring on full court at the moment. Dwayne Regis. Dertrick. Johnson. Inside to Jimenez. Jimenez faces up to Gamble. Jimenez takes Margot to the hoop. Dertrick. Gamble. For three. Harrison Gamble with a big 3. I think if Loughborough Riders, they're going to need him today.
Yep, they'll need those 3-point attempts to get going as well, especially in transition, what they've done all year. Get a few of them to go early. This could be a different ball game.
Ricky Fetz, nice around the hoop.
He did a great job sealing, and obviously Harrison Gamble, I think that's the coach's decision to the front. They actually did a really good job to get it inside and get an easy 2 there.
Gamble is called a foul on Ricky Fetz. Blocking foul. It's his first personal foul. It's going to be a Loughborough Riders ball on the sideline.
Tough call there, I think. I think he was, maybe his feet were moving just a little bit. He was looking obviously for the offensive foul by Harrison.
Jimenez. Gamble to Dertrick.
Don't want to leave him open.
Marguy, outlets. Nice transition offense there from Bradford Dragons. The easy 2. Jimenez for the Riders. Jimenez calling the play. Johnson. Arija.
Nice
Good hands. Solis. Foul is called. Foul is called on.
Liam Johnson's unhappy with that call there, isn't he? He thought he was straight up.
The substitutions coming in for Loughborough Riders.
Going a little bit bigger. David Aputa, who again is just coming off an injury here, checking in for the smaller Liam Johnson. So it looks like they're going to go a little bit bigger, maybe to help with those matchups inside.
Interested to see if this helps them. Also will help them with rebounding as well.
Yeah.
Because at the moment there's a lot of pressure on Harrison Gamble. His first is good.
think with that rotation as well, it's a little bit difficult. Obviously, they need some points on the board. Where the scoring's going to come from here, hopefully we'll get Jonas Dietrich and Harrison Gamble will get going soon. With the two main scorers.
Loughborough to bring the ball up. Jonas Dietrich handling the ball. Origi to Jimenez. Gamble. Jimenez. Gamble.
I'm interested to see what defence Bradford were in there. It looked like they were in kind of like a 2-3 zone that switched up to a man as well. So look out for that in the next couple of possessions of what defence actually playing.
Ricky Fetz out to Margai for 3. It's out. Gamble rebounds. Jimenez brings it up for the Riders. Jimenez to Dietrich for 3.
There we go. Them transition threes we talked about.
It's exactly what Loughborough need to do. Get out there in transition and get them early looks.
Even if they're not dropping early, they'll still tire Bradford out. Obviously, like you mentioned before, Russ, they had a game yesterday, so keep on pushing, and hopefully by the third or fourth quarter they'll be in a much better shape. Nice move to the baseline.
Nice move by Ricky Fetz for 2. Jimenez brings the ball up for the Riders. Gamble, handoff. Jimenez, foul is called. Albert Margai, personal foul. Substitutions for the Dragons and for the Riders. Joe Billack in. Dwayne Regis takes a break for the Riders.
And for Bradford, David Walsh and Time Regent Bascombe checking into the game as well. Again, bringing more experience on. I know David Walsh was a big player in Myerscough a few years ago, and he had a couple of really good years there.
Jimenez attacking. Fouls called. Foul is on 12 for the Bradford Dragons. Silas is going to send Carl Jimenez to the line to shoot 2. Wasn't sure whether Albert Margai was going to pick up his second personal there, but that is Silas's second personal as well.
Yeah, and obviously Albert Margai doesn't want to pick up his second the way he's playing defence on Carl Jimenez right now, and they want to try and keep him in the game for as long as possible. I think that's a key matchup there, to try and keep the ball out of Carl's hands a little bit, to make other players make plays.
Definitely. Jimenez misses his first. Normally a very good free throw shooter. Second is good. Substitution for the Dragons. Solis is going to take a break on 2 personal fouls. It's going to be a Dragons end-line ball. 4:05 to play in this first quarter here at Loughborough University. Currently, Bradford Dragons lead 12 to Loughborough Riders 7. Looks like Loughborough Riders are going to press. And back into man. Ricky Fitz in and out, rebounded by Jimenez. Jimenez to Billack. Quick shot again there from Loughborough Riders in transition.
Yeah, sometimes with a fast-paced team, those shot selections are almost difficult to gauge, especially when you do want to try and play nice and quick. But I know Joe Billack, as soon as that ball's getting in his hand, the ball's going up if he's open. Good
rebound there by David Aputu. Carl Jimenez attacking the basket again, in and out. As Bradford fight it out between 2 of their own players for the rebound. Albert Margai, nice pass.
Find.
Oh, missed layup. Good rebound by David Aputu. Jimenez inside to Gamble. Foul is called.
Going to go to the line for 2. I think they're in the bonus here.
Yep.
You don't want to give up that foul there with Harrison Gamble getting on the line, giving 2 easy looks at the hoop.
It's going to be Gamble to shoot 2 because of the team fouls. That's also Ricky Fetz's second personal foul, and that's a big thing as well in this game. He's an important player for Bradford Dragons.
Yeah, you don't want to pick up, especially their 2 starting bigs and 2 fouls each early. I think Loughborough should really look to exploit them, especially maybe with their guards coming off the pick and roll and try and get them downhill. Especially with obviously Kyle Jimenez now on the floor, make something happen. They won't be as aggressive out the pick and roll.
The pressure slowing Bradford Dragons down here from the Riders. Back into man. Good switches from the Riders. Albert Margai goes to the hoop, missed the 2. Ricky Fetz on the offensive rebound. No one got control of that, so it's a shot clock violation.
Yeah, I think that Bradford obviously complaining that the ball hit the ring. Obviously Ricky Fetsky, when he went up for the offensive rebound, the shot clock should actually
it should have reset, yeah, because it did hit the rim.
There's a little bit of confusion coming from the bench here. They're going to check it over with the table officials.
Referee's talking it over. Referee sends their assistant coach, Tim Redfern, back to the bench. He wants to make sure he's got control of this. I do think it did hit the back of the rim as Ricky Fetz did that rebound, didn't it?
Definitely.
And I don't think it was reset.
Should be overturned. It should be a Bradford ball. I think Bradford have done actually a pretty good job defensively as well here. Obviously only holding, I think Loughborough have only hit 2 threes and the rest of the points coming off free throws, and making those looks really difficult. I think, and obviously only 2 made field goals in the first 7 minutes is tough. It's going
to be a white ball. The referees have now decided, which I think is the correct decision.
Yep.
Should be a Dragons end line ball, and it's been reset to 14 seconds. The referee makes a comment about VAR. I didn't think we had that in basketball. And turnover.
Wild pass there.
Turnover from the Dragons. It's going to be a Loughborough ball. 2:25 to play in this first quarter. L Lynch Trophy quarter-final game here at Loughborough University. Loughborough Riders taking on Bradford Dragons. Bilak to bring it up for the Riders.
Yeah, making every catch tough here for Kyle Jimenez.
Jimenez. Gamble's wide open at the top of the... In and out. That's exactly what Loughborough want, though, that open looks for Harrison Gamble.
2 turnovers in a row for Bradford, just off sloppy passes.
Key now for Loughborough is to take advantage of these stops that they're getting in the turnovers. They've got to be able to score. Jimenez. All the way to the basket for 2.
I think that's a real smart play by Harrison, obviously just to try and release the pressure a little bit, saying that high ball screen all the way up the court. And knowing that the bigs are on foul trouble as well, the bigs can't necessarily come and stop the guards from getting into the paint. Good stand again by Jonas Dietrich.
Very good stand.
And
good block by Gamble on Ricky Fetz. Gamble on the 3-point line. For 3! Harrison Gamble with a big 3-pointer, and a foul is also called. A foul's called on Dragons number 4, and that's going to send one of Loughborough's... It's going to send Kyle Jimenez to the line to shoot 2, so this could be a 5-point play from this.
Yeah, that's a huge play. I couldn't actually see. Obviously, we were so focused on Harrison making that 3 there. Must have just pushed him out of bounds, or...
It looked like he tried to box him out too physically, and he came right through him.
Yeah.
So basket is good. Loughborough now take the lead, 14-12. Jimenez will go to the line to shoot 2 shots.
Jonas Dietrich takes a break as well. Chester Morale, the ex-Canterbury player last year, steps on the floor for the first time.
Another 3-point threat for the Riders.
Yep.
Good 3-point shooter.
Yeah. You've got 4 legit 3-point shooters on the floor now. Hopefully they can really spread the floor. Obviously Kyle's well known for his passing ability, but A lot of people say this before he started playing the point here for Loughborough. He was a knockdown three-point shooter, and that was his main threat of the game.
And Jimenez goes 1 from 2 again from the free throw line. Good defense from the Riders. Long three-pointer. Another good rebound from David Apuda. He's really come and made an impact on the rebounding for the Riders.
Yeah, great job boxing Ricky Fetsky out there, keeping him off the glass as well.
Also gives Harrison Gamble a bit of a break on that matchup too.
100%.
Nice move by Gamble. Decided not to take the three-pointer, take it in, nice spin, and with a nice little right-handed hook for 2. Riders lead 17-12. Just over 30 seconds to go in this first quarter. Albert Margai from the top. Big three-pointer from Albert Margai from the top of the...
Loughborough on a 10-0 lead there, 10-0 run. Obviously, that's a huge 3 there from Albert Margai. Stop the bleeding a little bit.
Jimenez, step back 3. David Aputu.
Got to get it up.
Harrison Gamble. Ooh, in and out. At the end of the first quarter, Loughborough Riders lead this one, 17. Bradford Dragons, 15. So in that first quarter, Will, tell me what you think of what was really important throughout that quarter.
Obviously, I think Bradford they did a good job in the first 5 minutes, but then they let Loughborough get a little bit hot from behind the arc. Loughborough 3 from 8 from the three-point field goal right now, whereas they've only made two two-point field goals, so they actually scored more threes than they have twos at the moment. So I think that's what the coach will be talking about during this period, to really get them off the line. So I think they actually did a good job taking stuff away from Loughborough, especially inside. And I think Bradford still need to continue to get the ball inside and put pressure on, obviously, Harrison Gamble and the other bigs of Loughborough to get some easy looks inside.
I think also the way that Loughborough are attacking the basket and drawing fouls on Bradford really helped them. It helped them get to the line. Obviously, Bradford were in foul trouble early. And when they couldn't score and they weren't making the plays to the basket, then they got able to get to the free throw line to get some points on. Then that seemed to get some energy going for them. They hit a couple of transition threes, and then had that good run in that last couple of minutes of that first quarter.
Yeah, definitely. I think the interesting thing from Loughborough as well, I think Bradford will be talking about, is really limiting their key players. Only 3 players have actually scored for Loughborough. Harrison Gamble's sitting on 10 points in the first quarter. So I think if they can limit their key players, I think they'll be in a ball game the whole way through here.
Right, back out for the second quarter action here at Loughborough University. L Lynch Trophy quarter final. Joe Bilak to put it in to Carl Jimenez. Look at the way Margai is guarding Jimenez full court right now. He's making sure that he does not get an easy bounce of that ball. Good screen by Harrison Gamble. Jimenez goes all the way to the hoop. And that basket is good.
And again, I said it before, with those big guys being on a couple of fouls each, they don't want to play any kind of ball screen defense. Obviously, Albert Margai is working super hard guarding the ball, but it's always difficult when you've got a big guy on 2 fouls and a guy coming downhill at you. You don't want to pick up your 3rd foul.
And Ricky Fetz takes a break.
Yeah, so it looks like they've gone to a smaller lineup here. We're just playing 1 guy inside. Obviously taking Ricky Fetsky out.
Jimenez makes the 3-point play. He moves 3 out of 5 from the free throw line. Dragons. Walsh. Nice pull up for 2. Nice play
there, yeah. I think that mid-range is sometimes underrated, especially in these days and the way basketball plays these days. But it's tough to guard that little mid-range pull-up.
Gamble. Out to Morel. For 3. We spoke about it the minute he stepped on the court. Real good find and a nice pass from Harrison Gamble as well.
Yeah, you don't want to leave him open.
It's great to have a big guy who can make them sorts of cross-court passes.
Yeah, and especially because he's sitting on 10 points himself, he's going to draw a lot of attention and he's going to be able to find wide-open guys, especially with, again, 4 of the shooters. You've got 5 legit shooters on the court for Loughborough now, so hopefully they'll spread the floor a little bit.
Jimenez.
Nice find.
Nice pass, Gamble. Back to Jimenez. Inside to Gamble. Gamble. Fouls called.
Nice little give and go there by Carl and Harrison.
Just really intelligent basketball.
Yep.
Drawing the foul again. That already puts them onto 2 team fouls. Only a minute played in this second quarter. Harrison Gamble will go to the line to shoot 2 shots. Gamble makes the first. And the second is good. 25-17 here at Loughborough University in the second quarter. L Lynch Trophy quarter-final action. Solis. Good D by Jimenez. Oh,
Tough
big
finish.
play. Tough finish.
Obviously, Carl Jimenez and Harrison Gamble switched out there. That's the problem with switching onto a big. You've got a bigger, stronger guy taking down a guard. Nice cut and nice find.
Nice pass inside. Oh, nice play again. Gamble is off for 3. Albert Myerscough gets out. Dragons slow it down. Myerscough calls the play.
We've got clipped on a little screen there.
Nice play from Lidis.
I think they were trying to ice the pick and roll on the side there, trying to force him onto that one side. But I think once the big leaves, it's difficult to recover from that, which gives them a wide open layup going to the baseline.
Coach Mark Jerram decides to call a timeout as Loughborough Riders lead here at Loughborough University 25-19. 7:53 to go in the second quarter. Sorry, the score is actually 25-21 at the 7:53 to go in the second quarter. Leading all scorers for today so far with 12 points is Harrison Gamble. And for the Dragons, Solis has 8 points. He's made a real impact in just 6 minutes. Obviously, did pick up 2 personal fouls quite early.
Yeah, and you can see he's quite crafty around the basket for a big guy. Had, I think, two of his 3 made field goals have been quite difficult shots to make around the ring. So I think Loughborough will live with them kind of shots and him making difficult shots over you for 40 minutes. You just don't want to give up any easy ones for obviously him and Ricky Fetsky moving forward. Loughborough's defense actually been quite impressive, making them make difficult shots. Obviously, Mark Jerram wasn't happy with that wide open layup to finish off that last made field goal there.
Jimenez. Oh, Gamble's wide open. Gamble! That's the only problem if you're going to help. The big's going to help on the screen.
There we go. And again, having a 5-man that can spread the floor and have shooters around you, you're going to find wide open shots.
It's a really good find from Jimenez as well. Myerscough for the Dragons. Myerscough goes at Dirtrick. Nice play.
Nice
Real strong finish for 2 there by Myerscough. Morale. Jimenez. Jimenez. To Billack. Back out to Gamble. To Morale in the corner. In and out. That's the shot Chester Morale will be looking for. Welsh. Long free. Gamble with the rebound. Out to Jimenez. Jimenez, nice pass inside to Morale.
I thought he had a wide open layup there, but decides to pass it out to Billack for 3.
Loughborough have decided to make sure they get their frees off right now, and they're shooting the lights out here at Loughborough University. Big 3-pointer there from Joe Billack. Walsh. Good help by Gamble. Nice finish. Oh no, in and out. Dirtrick comes up with it. Jimenez in transition. Slows it up. Morale.
Out here.
Gamble. Boom! Loughborough Riders hit another big 3 here in the second quarter at Loughborough University. Gamble with a big 3-point shot.
Yeah, and I really like this lineup here for Loughborough. Obviously, having 5 shooters on the court, it's difficult to guard, especially when you've got 5 guys that can really shoot. And you can see they're playing really unselfish basketball, moving the ball around, finding the open shot. I think Bradford have to understand now that they have to lock on to the 3-point shooters and get out there. It looks like they're getting a little bit confused and caught up on some of these screens, whether they're switching, whether they're not switching, which are allowing Loughborough to get wide open threes.
And the way they are, like you said already, the way they're moving the ball, and if they're moving it that quick and with that many shooters, a shooter's going to get an open look, and that seems to be what's happening right now for Loughborough Riders. Harrison Gamble has 18 points in 13 minutes so far in this ball game. He's currently 4 from 8 from the 3-point line.
Yeah, we talk about the unselfish play. They've got 8 assists off 10 made field goals here, so obviously only 2 of their shots have been from like one-on-one and breakdown and that kind of stuff. So again, they really are sharing the ball out there, which is great to see.
So back here at Loughborough University, we're in the second quarter, 6:13 to play in this L Lynch Trophy quarter-final game. Currently, Loughborough Riders lead 34 to Bradford Dragons 23. Ricky Fetz has come back out for Bradford Dragons. Albert Margai's taken a break. Loughborough out here with the same lineup as...
Looks like they're going into a little bit of a press, just see if they can slow them down, maybe get a trap.
Walsh.
Back into the man.
Andreas.
Goes under the screen.
Big 3-pointer there. That's exactly what Bradford Dragons needed. Especially coming out of a timeout. Jimenez. Guarded by Lang. Bilak. To Jimenez. Jimenez.
So going to a little bit of Spanish pick and roll there for Chester.
In and out on the free. Fetz to Walsh. Walsh for the Dragons. Looks to set up the play. Fetz with the pick and roll. Another free for Andreas. Good rebound there by Solis.
Nice find.
Nice pass. A quick 5-point run there from the Dragons.
Yeah, it seems that these 2 big guys here for Bradford are always in there, getting their hands on loose balls and getting offensive rebounds.
They definitely seem to have a really good understanding, Fetz and Solis, on the Dragons team. And Dwayne Regis comes back in as Chester Morrell takes a break. Jimenez, Bilak. Bilak, nice move to the basket for 2. Nice finish.
It's a rare 2 by Loughborough there.
Riders lead by 8. 4:50 to go in the second quarter. Fetz looks up for 3. In and out. And Jimenez comes up with it. 5 on 4. Regis. Nice find from the Loughborough. Nice cut from Dwayne Regis for 2. Taking advantage of that 5 on 4 play.
Comes down the other end to get an and 1.
And a big and 1 from Lang down the other end. Attack the basket. Foul was called on Kyle Jimenez. His first personal foul. That will send Jermaine Lang to the free throw line for the 3-point play. Lang on the free throw line for the Dragons. In and out. Rebounded by Arija. Jimenez. Jimenez decides to slow it down. To Bilak. Bilak looks up. Quick shot. Solis comes up with it for the Dragons. He brings the ball up. Guarded by Dirtrick. Looking for Fetz. Hands off. Gets it to Fetz. Lang. Goes inside. Good defenses by Gamble. Another good defense by, great hands by Gamble.
Out to the races again. They should get a score here in
Jimenez.
transition.
Dirtrick. For 2. Referees called a 2.
So it was on the line.
And another quick, good transition basket for the Riders. They lead by 10. 3:43 to go here at Loughborough University. Quarter-final L Lynch Trophy. Good defense. Jonas Dertrup comes up with the rebound. Jimenez slows it down. They go inside to Gamble. Gamble takes the contact and finishes for 2.
Nice little fadeaway there by Harrison.
Didn't know he had that in his bag. Make that 20 points for Harrison Gamble. Fetz. Handoff to Armstrong, to Lang. Lang uses the screen, attacks the basket. Corner 3, in and out.
Contest.
Gamble comes up with it. Jimenez grabs it. Jimenez. Out of bounds. Oh, foul was called
Yep.
on Andreas Ladras. It's his first personal foul. 3rd team foul for the Dragons. It's going to be a Riders ball to put in. Jimenez is going to put it in to Dertrup. Billack. Corner 3. Jimenez. Jimenez to Billack.
Nice.
Billack attacks the rim. Travelling
Just
violation
took an extra
scored.
step there off the jump stop.
Jimenez has got to look a little bit more. I know he's doing so well for Loughborough, finding all the other shooters and the other plays. But when he's that open out there as well, he's got to look to try and take that shot as well. But he is a good, really good 3-point shooter too.
Yeah, definitely. And obviously, once you are a little bit more aggressive, it actually allows you to pass the ball even more.
Yeah.
But
And
no,
Jimenez just picks up his 2nd personal foul. That's an important thing for Loughborough. Can't afford to get him in foul trouble.
Definitely doesn't want a 3rd going into the break here. Don't want to lose him with foul trouble early on.
Lang, they go inside to Lang. Good defense from the Riders. Rebounded by Gamble. Jimenez.
Nice catch. Looking for the slip.
Good defense. Nice hands by Armstrong. It's going to be a Loughborough end-line ball. Technical foul has now been called on Bradford Dragons.
I wonder who was on.
Number 12. That's his 3rd personal foul. That's a big play now for Loughborough as well. It looks for descent, and we're just changing the ball over. COVID protocols. Shout out to Toby Walsh, COVID officer in the house. Jimenez goes to the line to shoot 2. Sorry. Actually, he's going to shoot 1, sorry, for the technical, not 2. Apologies. Loughborough lead by 13. 2:10 to play in the 2nd quarter. Dragons are taking a break. And Armstrong comes out and Margot comes back in. Interestingly, leaving Solis out there with 3 personal fouls with 2:10 to play.
Nice
Great
find.
cut. What a pass by Carl
Yeah,
Jimenez.
I think Bradford just fell asleep there a little bit on the baseline to find a wide open Harrison Gamble cutting to the hoop.
And obviously Solis can't put his hand in the cookie jar there either because he's already on 3 personal fouls.
Good stand again. Harrison's done a great
Another
job.
big block by Gamble. A nice carry finish from Ludus.
He's actually done a great job of, again, they've gone into the post quite a lot now, and obviously Harrison's, I don't know what his foul count is right now, but he's not in any foul trouble. He's done a really good job defending those big guys down there.
Inside to Dertrup. Dertrup. Nice move by Jonas Dertrup, in and out, and Fetz takes it off the hoop. Margai to bring it up for the Dragons. Margai. Foul is being called on Joseph Billack. That's his 1st personal foul. 3rd team foul for Loughborough Riders. Margai to put it in. Lang back to Margai. Oh, he stepped in play. That's a big turnover for the Dragons. He literally, as Lang passing the ball back, he jumps from out of court into court.
Yeah, those few little turnovers have hurt Bradford, I think, down here. Obviously, empty possessions never helps. Richard Sulks has just come out now, obviously picking up his third. Don't want to be on 4 personal fouls heading into half time.
He's a really important player for the Bradford Dragons so far in his first half as well. Gamble, guarded by Fetz. Nice play by Gamble.
Nice finish.
Real tough, real great control over his body he had there.
Yeah, and obviously with his size as well, putting him in the post and his ability to shoot, he can shoot over the majority of defenders, especially in this league. He has the high advantage. No one's really going to contest a shot. Big three there. They needed that three.
And Luderus comes up with another free for them.
That's 2 timely threes that he's hit, just to really try and really stop that bleeding there.
He's got 10 personal.
Looks like they're going into that cross screen action, trying to go into the post for Harrison again, which they couldn't get.
Jimenez, Dwayne Regis, in and out. Great rebounded by Jonas Durchik on the offensive rebound and put back for 2.
Seemed like he was wide open there on the offensive rebound. No real contest.
So we got a 1 second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Margai for the Dragons. Andreas for 3, another big three-pointer from them. Jimenez at the end of the clock, and that is afterwards. Big three-pointer there from Bradford Dragons at the end of the half. 49 to Loughborough Riders, 38 to Bradford Dragons here at Loughborough University. L Lynch Trophy quarter-final action. We're going to take a break for half-time, and we'll be back with you in about 15 minutes. Welcome back to Loughborough University for today's L Lynch quarter-final game. Loughborough Riders are taking on Bradford Dragons. We had a great first half action. Currently, Loughborough Riders lead 49, Bradford Dragons 38. Some key stats from the first half. Harrison Gamble leading all scorers with 24 points and shooting 4 from 8 from the three-point line and 7 rebounds. And leading the scorers for Bradford Dragons was ludicrous with 13 points and 3 from 5 from the three-point line. What's the key to the second half, Will?
Yeah, I think for Loughborough is continues to share the ball and keep the ball moving and finding wide open threes. And I think the key for Bradford is to take them threes away. Obviously, Harrison Gamble's doing a lot of damage with 24 points. So really needs to try and limit his scoring. And continue to, I think Bradford really needs to do a better job of really moving the ball and getting the ball inside and getting good looks inside. I think at some points throughout that first half they were a little bit static, and obviously that game yesterday wouldn't have helped in terms of tiredness. But yeah, I think both teams need to play, continue with that good tempo, especially Loughborough in the full court, and Bradford really need to take them three-pointers away.
Interesting enough, a lot of the time you see teams that play back-to-back actually are normally really good in the first half and then struggle a little bit more in the second half. So it'll be interesting to see how Bradford do in the second half action. So we're back here, Albert Margai with the ball as he starts off this second half action for us. L Lynch Trophy quarter-final game. Winner goes through, loser goes home. Nice play. And Ludicrous has started the second half how he finished the first half.
Yeah, he's been impressive. Obviously his ability to shoot the ball.
And Jimenez goes to the basket for 2, gets a nice easy one as the referee gives a bench warning to Bradford Dragons. Margai brings up the ball for the Dragons. Margai. Rebounded by Arija.
You can see they're trying to go to him again.
Well, he's got a hot hand right now.
Yeah.
He scored the last 5 points for Bradford, 3 before the break and 2 straight after. Dirtrick with a pull-up 3. Wow, off the dribble. Jonas Dirtrick for 3.
Yeah, you take it, don't you? Oh, lack of defense there, lack of transition. Just struggled to get matched up wide open layup.
Jimenez to Johnson. Another quick free. Fetz comes up with it for Dragons. Solis attacks Dirtrick. Nice finger roll.
Crafty finish again by Salts there underneath the basket.
That's a big turnover for Loughborough. Don't need sloppy turnovers like that when you're 10 points ahead of the game. Margai to Lang. Salts to Margai. Fetz, nice fake, good defense from Gamble. Fetz, step back, good rebound by Dirtrick.
And again, with Harrison Gamble's length shooting over him, it's difficult to even see the ring from there.
Jimenez, out to Dirtrick. Jonas Dirtrick, nice move. Great control and pull up for 2.
Balance on that shot was really good there. Although Albert Margai tried to get him off a little bit, he maintained that balance and good
strength from him.
Stroke, yeah.
But Margai is a strong player himself.
Yeah, he's really strong.
Lang, long 2, no good. Jimenez brings it up for the Riders. Jimenez to Dirtrick, to Regis. For 2, a long 2 is given. Looked like a free, but it was a 2 signalled by the referee.
Again, you can see the tempo that Loughborough want to play at, trying to get them quick early threes up in transition.
Fetz inside to Salts. Salts guarded by Dirtrick. Nice move. Nice move from him inside.
Yeah, it looks like he can go both ways as well. He's finished with his right a couple of times, finished with the left a couple of times. Really tricky, especially when you're playing someone in the post that can go both ways like that.
Jimenez
Nice find.
Nice pass.
Nice little hesitation at the top of the key to blow by his defender as well.
Interesting, they switched the matchup now. Johnson's on Margai and Jimenez is on Lang. Oh. Foul's called. Foul's called on Dwayne Arija.
Trying to fight through that screen there, wasn't he? Just got caught up.
First personal foul. Margai. Lang. Lang guarded by Arija. Looks to go. Nice left hand penetration. And blocked by Dirtrick. Jimenez. Jimenez is out to Dirtrick. Dirtrick. Nice strong finish for the Riders.
And you can see the transition, the pace that they get from offense to defense. Oh, sorry, from defense to offense is so quick. Up and down the floor.
Salts. Nice play. Well, good steal there from Johnson.
Again. It's a 4-on-2 situation. They could get a score here.
Arija. Jimenez to Gamble.
There you go.
In and out.
That's another good look there by Loughborough.
And Arija comes up with the offensive. Foul is on 11. It's a charging foul. Wasn't sure if the defender was in the charge zone. It was very underneath the hoop.
Close.
Very close.
I think Loughborough could have got an even earlier score there. I think they missed up that opportunity. I think it was a 4-on-2 to allow Bradford to get back in the possession. But again, you can see Loughborough moving the ball. They're getting wide open threes, which is what they want. And Harrison Gamble, the way he's been playing already, you would want that shot all day.
Gamble currently has 26 points in the ball game. Sots out to Fetz. Good hand up by Dirtrick, but 3 is good for Fetz.
Big 3, and obviously Loughborough missed the 3 down the other end, which would have led to 19 points. And then Ricky Fetz, he comes down and hits the 3 this end.
Bilak.
Try and get that lead back down.
Miss layup. Sots comes up with it for the Dragons. Sots goes all the way for 2.
Nice finish again in transition. He's doing it all for them today in the post, in transition. He looks a really tough matchup out there.
Really good finisher around the hoop. Jimenez for the Riders.
I think if Bradford here can take away a couple of these 3s, I think they can work their way back into the ball game here. Keep on chipping away, but they really have to take that 3 ball away from Loughborough.
Jimenez.
Nice cut, nice find.
Jimenez and Gamble got such a great understanding on the offensive end.
I think playing with someone like Kyle, you know you can move off the ball and you know he's going to find you. Instead of just standing in the corner waiting for the pass, the more you move, Kyle is going to find you. You're going to get wide open looks underneath the hoop.
Foul's called on third personal foul. It looks like on Liam Johnson, and he's going to take a break. Yeah. Chester Morrell's going to come in.
Liam picked up 2 early ones in the first quarter, didn't he? Obviously don't want him picking up his 3rd.
Lang taking a break for the Dragons, and Walsh coming back in. 13-point game, 4:32 to go in this 3rd quarter. L Lynch Trophy quarterfinals here at Loughborough University. Albert Margai, guarded by Morale. Inside to Salts, to Fetz. Nice. In and out, so gets a nice friendly roll there.
Yeah. Like you said earlier, Russ, them 2 guys work really well together. They've been playing with each other for a few years. Know where each other are on the court at all times.
Bilak, in and out for 3.
Feel like they just dared him to shoot that one a little bit there. No ball pressure.
11-point ball game. This could take it to single digits. Salts.
Don't want to leave him open.
In and out. Morale comes up with it.
Got a lucky one there. You can't leave a shoot like that open.
Jimenez to Morale. Back to Jimenez. Jimenez all the way to the hoop. Misses the layup. Fetz comes up with it. Margai's out. 3-on-2. Good stand by Dirtrick. He says, not in my house. And it's going to be a Dragons ball. Walsh for the Dragons. In and out. Dirtrick comes up with it. Bilak. Jimenez. Big three-pointer from Jimenez. We said in the first half how important it was that when he's open, he shoots. And that's a 14-point lead now Loughborough Riders have. 3 minutes to go in this third quarter.
And that moves Kyle onto a double-double. He's got 10 points and 11 assists. Ooh.
Foul is called. Foul's called on Bilak, Loughborough Riders number 4. That's going to send Lucas to the line to shoot 2. There's substitutions for the Dragons. Margai is taking a break. Coming back in is Regent Boscombe. He makes the first free throw.
I feel like Bradford Dragons are just hanging around here a little bit. I don't think Loughborough really got that pulled away too much. I think they're still in this ball game. Obviously 3 minutes to go. If they can get it within down to 10 going into the final, I think they'll be in with a good shot. They're just hanging around in there.
Really important. Loughborough get a good offense here. Morale to the basket for 2. Don't see that very often.
Yeah, and I think that must be in the scouting report is to force him to shoot 2. So obviously you don't want him shooting 3s and getting wide open looks.
Walsh in and out. Morale comes up with it.
Oh, like a travel there. Yep. Good defense to anticipate that pass up the sideline. Just took that away, forced him into a travel.
Salts takes a break. 2:26 to go in the third quarter. Loughborough Riders currently lead by 12, 67 to 55. Actually, they decided that Ricky Fetz is now going to take a break. And coming in for Loughborough Riders, we haven't seen him in the second half, but he had a really good impact in the first half when he came on, David Aputa.
Harrison Gamble gets his first break of the ball game too. Be interested to see obviously if Jonas takes the scoring load on himself now as well.
Oh, that's a big three-pointer.
Big 3.
Huge three-pointer there for the Dragons.
Goes into a single-digit ball game here, Russ.
Looked like he was calling the offense and just pulled up for free.
Yeah. And Loughborough guys have to be better there. Obviously, he's made a few threes early in this ball game already. You've got to get him off that three-point line.
9-point game. Bilak. Nice move from Joseph Bilak for 2.
Yeah, Joe Bilak's quite an underrated player, especially around the basket. Obviously, everyone knows him for his three-point shooting, but he does have the ability and the skill to get to the
Jimenez with a big steal. Jimenez to Dirtrick. Dirtrick with a strong finish. Foul is called.
Referee immediately telling the Loughborough bench to sit down, no hesitation.
They want to talk it over. It looked like he'd already called the foul, but let's see what they're gonna. Maybe
I think discussing the unsportsmanlike foul, whether there was any attempt on the ball. I don't think it was malicious.
Yeah, that could be what it was, because it was from behind. He did come from behind, didn't he? He's just called a normal foul though, shooting foul.
I think he must have just been coming in from the side, and obviously just tripped over his foot a little bit.
But that's actually Salts' 4th personal foul.
Yep.
And that's a big, because he's been such an impact scorer for them as well, and a big player for the Dragons.
Yeah. Won't be surprised if they get Ricky Fetsky back in or someone else back in to save him for the 4th.
Looks like Margai's getting changed and coming back into the sub.
Yeah, and Salks is leading the way. With 16 points here.
Dirtrick makes both free throws. 2 important free throws there for Loughborough Riders. Takes it back to a 13-point game. Margai brings it up for the Dragons.
Again, Loughborough going into this little press just to slow them down. Taking time off the shot clock. Obviously now they've only got 14 seconds left on the shot clock to make something happen.
Walsh, guarded by Dirtrick. In and out. Big rebound by Chester Morale. Jimenez to Dirtrick. Dirtrick to Morale.
Thought about the 3 there.
Bilak. Jimenez. Jimenez.
Nice foul.
Look for that pass. He's used to Harrison Gamble being out there with that roll.
Yeah, and obviously him and CJ Hayden do a really good job out the pick and roll as well. And obviously CJ might have anticipated that a little bit better.
Jimenez has got to be a bit more aggressive on the offensive end as he's coming off of that. Good rebound by David Aputa.
Really should have made that layup there. Loughborough got a little bit lucky, missing a wide open layup.
Dirtrick back out to Jimenez. Jimenez slows it down. Jimenez uses the rebound. Jimenez, that's exactly what Loughborough needed. Big 2-pointer there from Jimenez.
Nice little touch around the ring there, a little floater. And they turn it over, so obviously Loughborough will get the last shot of the quarter here. 21
seconds to go. The shot clock is off.
I feel like Bradford had a couple of those timely turnovers as well, where they really need a good possession, where they just end up throwing the ball out of bounds, which has been hurting them.
Jimenez, guarded by Margai.
Like going to the little Spanish pick and roll again.
Probably took it a bit too quick. Walsh, in and out. So at the end of the third quarter, Loughborough Riders lead 73-58, Bradford Dragons. We're here at Loughborough University. My name's Russell Livingston. I'm joined by Will Maynard on the commentary. We have 1 quarter action left to play in the L Lynch Trophy quarterfinals. Winner goes through to the semis, loser goes home. 10 minutes to play. Mr. Maynard, what do we think is key to this game?
Yeah, I think Loughborough have been doing a really good job sharing the ball, and obviously Harrison Gamble's had a really good night shooting the ball. I expect to see him coming back into the ball game, if not to start the fourth, but definitely early on in this fourth quarter. I think the key for Bradford is just trying to really take those three-point shots away. But no, I think again there's still a lot of time left. The game's definitely not away from Bradford here. If they can really start chipping away, they can make a tight ball game of this. But obviously the fatigue from yesterday's game is going to be a big factor in this too. Loughborough obviously had a full week's practice with fresh legs, whereas Bradford played yesterday against Oaklands, where a few of their guys will probably be a little bit tired from that and from the travelling and everything. And
they're currently playing their home games at Nottingham, so there's no such thing as a home game for them anymore either. So I think it's a good nearly 2 hours for them to play their home games at the moment. So that'll also impact on that travel, I'm sure, as well.
And practicing as well. I'm not sure where they're practicing.
No, they have got practice locally now. Yeah. But okay, we're back here. Fourth quarter action here at Loughborough University. Currently, Loughborough Riders lead by 15 points in this quarterfinal L Lynch Trophy game. Jimenez to start off this fourth quarter, guarded by Margai. To Morale.
Yeah, and they're going into Spanish pick and roll. Should leave Joe.
Uses it, goes straight to the basket.
I think they've got to do a better job executing out the Spanish pick and roll. Bradford are really struggling to guard it. They're not really getting the open three out of it what it's kind of designed for. Nice take there.
Regent Bascom for 2. Jimenez. Morale.
Good screen.
Billack in the corner.
That was a big screen by David Aputa. Just can't get the shot to fall.
Albert Margai. Guarded by good block by Dirtrick. No, foul is called. Foul is on Jonas Dirtrick. That's his.
And here comes Harrison Gamble coming back. I think when Coach Jarram saw Ricky Fetsky checking back into the game, he immediately went back into Harrison Gamble. So that's obviously the key matchup that we spoke about earlier before the game.
And David Aputa taking a break. Good minutes from him.
Yeah, and he struggled with it. He's just come back off an operation, David Aputa. So obviously losing Giovanni Amajuru and CJ Hayden this game is a chance for him to come back and get some good minutes under his belts, which I think he's done a really good job of.
He's been really effective, especially on the rebounding, and really given some size and strength on the defensive end. Margai makes the first. Second is long.
It's the wire, so it'll be a sideline ball.
Sideline ball. Jimenez to bring the ball up for the Riders.
Yeah, and they're going into the Spanish pick and roll, leaves Jonas Dietrich
Wide open.
Which
In and out.
They've missed a few times before.
Jimenez comes up with a big steal.
Nice
To
find.
Dietrich. What a pass from Jimenez. Just great pass, great cut by Jonas Dietrich. Finishes for 2. Loughborough lead by 14. Just keeping this gap to around that sort of 12 to 15 points most of the second half now. Fetz. Good defense there from Harrison Gamble. He comes up with the rebound.
Yeah, contesting the shot and gets the defensive rebound too.
Jimenez to Dietrich. Jimenez just slows it down. 10 to go on the shot clock. Dragons come up with it.
Good transition defense to slow them down.
Foul's been called. It looked like Gamble and Fetz were fighting it out in the post, and Fetz used his forearm to push Gamble to the floor.
Yeah,
and that's going to be his 3rd personal foul.
I think Harrison sold that one a little bit there. You can see Jonas Dietrich coming up to him after the foul was given and having a little bit of a chuckle there. I think he did sell it a little bit, but you got to do what you got to do.
Jimenez for the Riders. Arija, nice pass. Nice backdoor cut as well from Bilak for 2. That's a 16-point ball game. 7:40 to go in this 4th quarter.
And Loughborough again, it looks like they're starting to get a little bit more comfortable now. Hopefully they can keep this lead.
Malga in and out. Big strong rebound there from Dwayne Arija.
Yeah, they're doing a really good job on the defensive end as well, making everything difficult for Bradford.
Jimenez out to Dietrich. Dietrich for a long 3. In and out. Oh, foul is called as Jimenez was going to get the offensive rebound. Regent Bascom took him out and foul's called. It's going to be a Riders end-line ball. Interestingly enough, anyone not watching the game or maybe watching both games whilst you're watching this one, you might be watching the BBL Cup action in Leicester. Currently Newcastle winning by 5, 81 to 76. 30 seconds to go in that game. And a timeout called in our game. 7:17 to play. Loughborough Riders lead 77, Bradford Dragons 61. Some really intelligent play, I think, for a couple of times down the play from the Riders, especially Jimenez, really taking over the game, I think, controlling it from the point guard position.
Yeah, and the one thing about Kyle, that he's got a real good feel for the game as well. He makes the right decision a lot of the time too. And again, one player that, as a coach, you would trust him out on the floor to make that right decision and make the right plays. Because he's not only a threat for himself, but he makes everyone around him so much better with his ability to pass the ball and his vision on the floor. Just a real smart player. Originally from City of Edinburgh Kings. Coach Craig Nichol, head of the program down there, they do a really good job of developing their players and bringing them through. Then obviously Carl joined the Charnwood program, so he's kind of been through the Charnwood program and now through the Loughborough University program. It's been really, really good to see his development as a player, both on and off the court. I think the one thing about Carl, that he's really got himself into really, really good shape this year, which makes him way more effective, in my opinion.
Yeah, his conditioning, and obviously some great support here at Loughborough University from the strength and conditioning coaches, and great facilities.
Ooh.
Dietrich just misses around the hoop for 2.
But again, another great pass by Carl to find that wide open layup.
A missed layup down the other end as well. It's now going to be a Dragons ball, tipped out of play by Jonas Dietrich. Margai to put the ball in.
Still a lot of time to play in this game. I think if Loughborough can hold them off for a couple of more minutes,
nice face up.
They'll be in a good position to see out this ball game.
Jimenez brings it up for the Riders, guarded by Margot. Jimenez. Jimenez goes all the way to the hoop, finds Norija on the top of the free. What a big free! Great find from Jimenez. With less than a second to go on the 24-second clock, Dwayne Norija comes up with a big three for the Riders.
Yeah, huge three, and obviously just under 19, well, it's 19 points now. Loughborough will be pretty comfortable with this lead with just 6 minutes to go on the clock.
A foul's called on Dwayne Norija.
Yeah, I think the thing at this point is to try and keep the clock running. You don't want to give up any silly fouls, especially when they're not really in a position to create an advantage out there. So again, they just have to be smarter.
Armstrong comes back in. Regent Buscombe takes a break. Salts. Armstrong. Good defense again from the Riders. Not getting any easy looks right now. Salts with a big free. It's good.
Big three there.
Huge three-pointer there for the Dragons. That's exactly what the Dragons needed at this point.
Obviously, Loughborough, especially before the two games, well, one game before Christmas and then one after, both of those games are
Gamble, in and out.
Both of their games were real close, so I'm sure coach has been working on that and getting a finishing off these close games. Margai
step back, and Bilak comes up with the rebound. Probably not the greatest of shots what they needed right now, especially after they just made a three.
Yeah, and you can see Loughborough's tempo's changed a little bit because they now do have the lead. You can see they're not trying to push it as much in transition, they're trying to get good open looks in the half court. Nice curl by Joe Bilak, good finish. What
a nice finish from Joe Bilak.
Yeah. Also, good screen by Harrison Gamble and the right read by Joe Bilak, not to pop but to curl it and get a wide open layup. And obviously Bradford are probably going to play the, they're going to chase him off the screens because obviously you don't want to give up open threes, and Joe Bilak read that really nicely. Got an easy curl to the hoop.
Really good use of his body as well, the way he puts it out and finish with the right hand to take the contact.
And obviously using the ring as protection, using your inside hand on the opposite side.
No, really good. And makes the three-point play, makes the free throw. Walsh. Oh, sorry, Armstrong in and out. Gamble comes up with it.
They've got an advantage here, so they should find a good look.
Dirtrick. They slow it down. It's a different Loughborough team we've seen most of the game, making really good decisions now just to slow the play down.
You can see the smart play. They don't want to give up any easy, early bad shots. So it looks like they're really trying to work for a good shot and also take time off the shot clock.
4 seconds on the shot clock. 1 second. Does look like it was tipped from underneath him. See what happens here. Yep, it's going to be a Riders end line ball. 4 seconds on the shot clock.
Let's see if they can pick out the right pass. And again, you got the right person taking it out underneath, who should try and find the open shot.
Jimenez.
Got to get it up here.
Should have shot, but wasn't aware of the 4 seconds on the shot clock. 4:32 to go here at Loughborough University L Lynch Trophy quarter-final action. Loughborough Riders currently lead 83 to Bradford Dragons 64. Armstrong for the Dragons. To Fetz. Back to Armstrong. Salts. Nice pull-up, but Fetz comes up with the offensive. And now a foul's called on Riders number 13, Jonas Dirtrick. That's his second personal foul. It's going to be third team foul, and it's a Dragons end line ball. Walsh to put the ball in for the Dragons. Salts, nice spin move. Doesn't go, but gets the rebound. Out to Walsh. Big three-pointer. Jonas Dirtrick comes up with a defensive rebound, and Carl Jimenez slows the play down for the Riders. Regia to Gamble. Gamble back to Jimenez. Dirtrick. Bilak. and rebounded by Salts.
Yeah, he just went under the screen there. Obviously thought he had the shot when the players go underneath the screen.
Fetz, nice finish for 2 underneath the basket. And coach Mark Jarham calls a timeout. 83-66 to play here at Loughborough University. 3:26 to go in this action. And I don't know if you've seen, but congratulations to Newcastle Eagles, who have just won the BBL Cup against London Lions. So back to this action, some stats for you. Currently leading all scorers for the Riders is Harrison Gamble with 28 points, Jonas Dertrick with 18 points, and Carl Jimenez with 15 points, and a massive 14 assists there for Carl Jimenez. Jonas Dertrick also has 11 rebounds as well. Nice double-double there for Jonas Dertrick. And then for the Bradford Dragons, Lukudis has 20 points and 6 rebounds, 6 assists. And Salts has 19 points and 7 rebounds and 4 assists. 3:26 to go. It's going to be a Riders end line ball. Bilak to put the ball in. He goes to Arija and he passes it to Jimenez to set it up.
Yeah, I think Coach Jarham in that timeout will just be telling the guys, stay composed, don't turn the ball over, find good looks at the basket and see this one out. I think they're
Dwayne Arija, not turnover, good hands there by from Fetz. Salts.
And that's exactly what you don't want to happen. You don't want to get them on the free throw line with the clock stopped, and you also don't want to turn the ball over.
Foul is called on Jimenez, 3rd personal foul on Jimenez. That's going to send Salts to the line to shoot 2 shots. 3:06 to go, 83-66 here at Loughborough University. Misses the first. And misses the second.
2 big misses there.
Gamble comes up with it. Jimenez slows it down for the Riders. Jimenez to Gamble. Bilak. Arija.
Yeah, and getting the ball back into Carl Jimenez's hands to make the right decision and make the right play, especially with just 10 seconds left on the shot clock.
Arija inside to Bilak. Oh.
And another turnover, 2 possessions with not even a look at the basket here.
Only big positive, a lot of time went off the clock. Good 20 seconds there. Salts. Misses the layup. Good defense by Jonas Dertrick. Arija comes up with it, and Jimenez slows it down for the Riders. Bilak back to Jimenez. Inside to Gamble. Gamble. 1-on-1 with Fetz. Gamble. Nice move by Harrison Gamble. In and out. Fetz comes up with a defensive rebound. Strong rebound there from Fetz. Good defense by Jimenez, making sure Fetz didn't get any easy look. Salts attacks Gamble. Nice move.
Nice. And I think
really good move.
If Bradford capitalised on the last few possessions and turnovers, it could have been a real tight ball game going down the stretch. I think Loughborough have done enough to get to see this game through. Although 1 minute 45 left on the clock.
Key thing is making sure they're long offences and no quick shots from the Riders. Dertrick. Nice finish from Jonas Dertrick. Puts it back to a 17-point ball game. Nice finish for 2. Walsh for the Dragons. A foul's called. Foul is on Riders number 11. That's going to send Walsh to the line to shoot 2 shots. 1:27 to go. Walsh missing the first.
Looks like Conor O'Reilly's about to check into the game too. With the programme last year, he actually played on the Bucks 2's team, so it's good to see the development of the programme and the players coming up through from the Bucks 2nd team now playing on the 1st team, which is always good to see.
And Walsh missed the second.
That's actually how Jonas Dietrich started, wasn't he? He was
third team Bucks team first year, and made his way all the way up to the BBL team. Jimenez. Nice pass from Jimenez. Dwayne Arija for 3, and it deserved the assist because it was such a great pass from Jimenez.
That court vision to see the opposite side of the court, and also is right in the money, right in the hands. Easy for him to just catch and shoot there.
20-point game here at Loughborough University. It's been a great performance from Loughborough Riders. 88-68 currently in this quarter-final knockout L Lynch Trophy quarter-final game. Bilak to Donis Jurczyk, looks at his feet, steps out for 3.
To make it 3.
And it's going to be a Loughborough end-line ball. Substitutions from the Riders. Taking a break, Joe Bilak. And taking a break, a very well-deserved break, Harrison Gamble, who leads all scorers here today with 28 points in the ball game.
And to go 10 rebounds and 4 assists to go with that too. I think he's done a really good job. Rebound, especially on the defense end. 10 defensive rebounds today.
Jimenez, big 3-pointer from Kyle Jimenez. That takes him to 18 points personal. Make that 18 points and 16 assists in the game. Huge stat line there again for Kyle Jimenez.
Yeah, amazing. And obviously any level to get 16 assists is crazy, and obviously he's been doing it on a consistent basis throughout this year, so yeah, it's really good to see.
Absolutely, and that's the end of the ball game here at Loughborough University. A great win for Loughborough Riders here at in the L Lynch Trophy quarterfinals. They take the ball game 91 to Bradford Dragons 68. What a great ball game we've had today. Really, thanks very much for joining us. My name's Russell Livingston. I've been joined by Will Maynard. Thank you very much, and we look forward to seeing you very soon.